If you're looking for safe and reliable account grinds, make sure you hit up my boy Cliff2_3 on Twitter. Yo, what up YouTube? RCA here. Quick video for you guys. Just wanted to make this real quick talking about some of the better budget cards in the game or cards for under 20k MT that you should be looking to go grab to fill out your team if you're somebody that doesn't have that much MT. I do know we have some newer players playing the game. The game has come out for free, or it's going to be coming out for free, so we're going to give you some new people playing the game, and you might not have that much MT to start your team off, but the good thing is there's a lot of either free cards or very cheap cards that you can go grab that are very good in this game. So I'm going to go through position by position and just show you what cards I think I'll be grabbing, looking to spend 20k or less per position. So let's jump right into it right away with the point guard position. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know who you would pick as your top budget cards for 20k or less if you don't see them on my list. Let's jump into the point guard position and go straight to Diamond. A lot of people have already talked about this card. He is very good and he is very, very cheap in this game, and it is Denny, however you say his last name. So he's obviously a very good card in this game. If we go to shooting, actually he's a small forward, but he can play point guard. So we find him right here. He is going to cost you, I think, less than like 2,000 MT, to be honest. So you see some for 3,000 right here. And the reason why this card is so good is because he is 6'9". So he does give you a chance to be able to play with the current meta of taller players, but he also has very good stats, great animations, and good badges. He can defend, he can play offense, and again, he is 6'9". So you're gonna want to have somebody like this on your team. You don't have to run a big point guard, but it's good to have one on your squad that you can put in the game. He does come with 12 Hall of Fame badges that you can upgrade. You can definitely upgrade his golds as well. Overall, very good card, solid release, quick jump shot. He also does have a good dribble style to get around the defense, and he should be a staple to any budget squad looking to add a big point guard to their team. So for 20k or less, look no further than Denny as your point guard, and let's move on to the shooting guard position. All right, coming up for our shooting guard position, man, for less than like 10k MT, you can get a Galaxy Opal Bruce Bowen on your squad. And I actually have two shooting guards to show you right now, but Bruce Bowen would be my top pick for many reasons. One, he's a defensive guy, and he also is going to give you great offense. So comparing him to Richard Jefferson, who you can get for free, which is another card you should be going to get. 6'7", 91 offense, 99 defense. He has that 94 three-point shot. As you know, Bruce Bowen was a great three-point shooter. He's not going to be dribbling the ball as good as some of the cards we got out, but look at the defense. 98 steal, 98 perimeter, 95 interior, 84 block. Rebounding is very low. But when we go to his tendencies, going down to his defensive tendencies, he shines so much. 100 pass interception and 100 on ball steal tendency. Not many cards have that 100. So for Bruce Bowen as a Galaxy Opal for less than 10k, you get one of the best defenders in the game. And then you go to his badges, and of course he's going to have some of the top defensive badges, and he does have 24 Hall of Fames overall, a lot of them being defensive. He does have quick first step. He does have limitless spot up. There's no reason why you probably shouldn't run this guy on your team if you're more of a budget player. He is going to give you what some of the top cards give you for the fraction of the price. So shooting guard, we're going to be going with Bruce Bowen, but our second shooting guard pick is going to be Galaxy Opal Mike Miller, another card that came out today, going for less than 10k MT. You'll be able to snag this dude up. 6'8", 99 offense, 99 defense. You already know three-point shooting is going to be the game with him, and he has a very good quick dribble style, good SIGs, and he does have a very quick shot. He rebounds better than Bruce Bowen, but he does not defend as well as Bruce Bowen. So if you're looking for a defender, I definitely recommend Bruce Bowen. But if you're looking for somebody to light it up on the offensive end, Mike Miller is going to be your guy. Going over to his badges, 24 badges. Most of them going to be offensive. Does come with posterizer, ankle breaker. Does come with clamps, which is actually very good. You do not have to put clamps on this Mike Miller. Blinders, all the shooting badges you can think of, he has them. Quick first step, handles for days, stop and pop. And he also does come with menace along with his clamp. So he's not completely horrible on defense. But as you can see, he does not come with Hall of Fame Intimidator, which is a badge at this stage of the game that is pretty important to be able to stop them from making some of the crazy threes that go in. So Mike Miller will be my second pick for shooting guard behind Bruce Bowen. Let's move on to who I'll be looking to run at the small forward position. All right, coming in as small forward. Now, you can run him as small forward or power forward, but we got Galaxy Opal Lamar Odom, 98 rated. You could also get him for 10K MT or less, not even 20K MT or less. Super cheap card, and I would definitely be looking for the signature version so you can get that extra Hall of Fame badge. And with this card, you get a 6'10", 99 offense, 99 defense card with amazing offensive and defensive stats across the board. There's not going to be anything really less than 85 from a 6'10" card. And if you have used Lamar Odom cards before, he's always extremely solid. Doesn't do anything bad at all. And he does have a good shot release, and it's on very quick. He does have the Paul George shot release, which is actually pretty nice. Overall, it's going to give you anything you need from your small forward or power forward position, to be honest. Rebounding, defense, and solid offense. He can dribble the ball very well, has ankle breaker and hyperdrive on Hall of Fame, clamps, interceptor, and intimidator on Hall of Fame, so he does a great job on the defensive end. Quick first step and tight handles, dead eye, solid card, and the guy is 6'10", man. There's not much more you can ask for from a card. Lamar Odom is definitely going to be my small forward or power forward. Let's move on to two more options that you'll be able to pick up at small forward or power forward for your squad. Alright guys, now as you can see, this Jonathan Isaac here just ended for 15K MT through bid. Now, you're not going to be able to really find one to just buy out, but if you just go to bid, you'll be able to find a Jonathan Isaac for 20K MT or less if you're willing to wait to bid on him. And again, this is one of the best power forwards, small forwards in the game. Also standing 6'11", so taller than the Lamar Odom we just went over. Great offense, does have quick or shifty dribble style, really good being able to handle the ball. 89 ball handle if you put a shoe on him like this guy did. 3-point shot is 90 or above. Great defense, rebounds the ball well, and his arm length and just player build on the court is second to none if you're looking for a card that's cheap like this. And going over to his badge, does come with 24 Hall of Fame badges. A lot of them going to be on the defensive end. But Jonathan Isaac does have a somewhat challenging shot. If you don't know how to time his shot, he can be tricky. But once you can get that down, there were people that were using his Sapphire in this game up until about a couple weeks ago when this card came out. So this card is definitely a staple for any kind of budget team looking for a defensive slash offensive small forward, power forward, just like Lamar Odom. He's going to be a great card to pick up once again for under 20K MT. So we're at like 60, 80K MT, and we already built 4 players on our team. If we had 200K to spend, we'd be able to build a very nice team of players for just budget pennies. All right, if you don't mind being a little bit shorter at your small forward position, I wouldn't run him at power forward, but this Galaxy Opal Shawn Marion goes for under 10K MT as well. Super solid card, and if you can muster his shot, he has one of the most pure releases in the game if you know how to time it, and he does not miss whites at all. So you're looking at a card that's really not going to miss if he's open at all. It is kind of tougher to get his shot off at times, but overall solid. On a defensive end, once again, he's a defensive tank. Rebounding, he's a tank. Speed and strength, he's pretty decent as well. Going over the badges, 22 Hall of Fame badges. A lot of them going to be on the defensive end. He's not going to be able to not do anything that you need him to do defensively. Very similar to a Draymond Green that you can grab, but he's just going to be way cheaper and can do pretty much the same things on the court at the fraction of the price. So Shawn Marion is going to be another pick. Now, honorable mention is going to be Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is also another good card that you guys can pick up, but I did not add him to the list. So let's move on to the center position. All right, coming into our center position, we're going to be looking at Galaxy Opal Jack Sigma. Way less than 20K MT. You can find them for less than like 15K at times, to be honest with you. But looking at his stats, once again, we got a 6'11" player. Not the tallest center that you can grab, but he is going to be serviceable overall. 93-point shot with a very, very nice shot. Can handle the ball. Decent defense on the defensive end. 84 perimeter defense. I'd like to see a little bit higher, but it's still pretty good, especially if you have a coach that boosts it. It's going to be up to a 92. Block is at 92. 94 interior defense. He's not going to get mashed because he does have a 94 strength, although he is slightly shorter for the center position at this stage of the game. And you are going to want to increase his lateral quickness. When we're looking at his badges, he does come with Hall of Fame brick wall, which is very important. Good defensive badges, but he also has some shooting badges that are very good, like Blinders, Limitless Spot Up, and Deadeye right out of the box with this card. It's going to give you one of the best shooting bigs in the game for cheap. So Jack Sigma is going to be the first center that I recommend. And we just got one more for you guys that you'll be able to run for a cheap price in NBA 2K22 MyTeam right now. All right, now like I said, Jack Sigma will definitely be my first option if I was going to be getting a budget center at this stage. But if you're looking for more of a defensive center, you can definitely pick up Hakeem Olajuwon for less than 20K MT. But to be completely honest with you guys, Paint Diamond Porzingis is also still available. All right, so we're at Paint Diamond Porzingis right now. And as you can see, there's tons of them in the market right now. Some with extra Hall of Fames, some with diamond contracts and shoe on them and stuff like that. But you'll be able to find a card for like 8K MT that is going to have a better shot than the Hakeem Olajuwon, but is not going to be as good on defense. So if you want a tall center, like 7'3" or something like that, Kristaps Porzingis is not a bad idea at all. And you guys know how I feel about that Diamond Boban card as well. If you watch my Boban gameplay, for less than 5K MT, you can pick up Boban, and he is just as good as Yao Ming, the poor version. Don't get me wrong, Dark Matter Yao Ming is pretty incredible, but Boban is very good as well. So you got Kristaps, Jack Sigma, Hakeem Olajuwon, Boban that you can pick up, and we only spent like 140K MT on the entire team. So definitely, if you are somebody that's just starting the game, don't jump in and try to buy one card that's super expensive. If you have like 120K MT to spend, you should be looking for some of the cheaper cards to start yourself a budget team. Give yourself some budget ballers out here that you can run. I always have a budget baller account, and then I have my main account that I use after I built up some MT and grinded the game throughout the season. So for those of you guys that are new, this video is for you. For those of you that are just looking for some budget options, those are some of the best ones in the game right now. Of course, there's some more out there in the diamonds, paint diamonds, and then going upwards towards that 25K, 30K, 50K MT, you'll be able to get some better cards. But for now, I just want to give you guys some cards that dropped today that are definitely going to be able to help your team out for 20K or less MT. Now, of course, if you're into cards like Jonathan Kuminga that came out the other day, Paint Diamond, he's also very good. There's so many cards out there that you can add to your team. We're just talking about some cards that are closer to 20K today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, man. I'm going to catch you in the next one.